Hello and welcome to Awareness Talks. I am your host, JamieLynn. This is where we bring insights and actions to your life. Today we're going to talk about guilt. And I want to acknowledge that I do have a cold, so I sound a little funny. So guilt, living with guilt, dealing with it, letting it go. How do we work with this? Guilt can actually eat away at you. And currently I think that's why I'm sick, because I felt guilty about something that was going on. And then I allowed self-doubt to come into my mind, and it just spiraled. And well, I did run around in the rain, so that could have been part of it. But when we're sick, or when we are full of guilt and full of doubt, it eats away at you. In fact, when I was thinking about it intensely, the slight pain in my knee got horribly worse. And it's just what we think inside of our minds, it does make a difference for our body. So let's look at that. Do we have to live with guilt? I mean, depending on what it is, I suppose we would naturally want to say, how long do we want to be living with this guilt? Sort of ask that question to ourselves. What purpose does having this guilt have? I don't think it really has a purpose. I don't think that it helps anybody, because guilt causes self-hate, self-anger, self-doubt, illnesses, pains. It doesn't really work. It doesn't help anybody, and it's not doing anything that's good. So what I discovered for myself is that feeling guilty was actually a choice. I could turn it off and go and do something else, and then turn it back on when I wanted to have the pity party. So how do we release the guilt? There's quite a few ways to do that. So first of all, if you remember the last video about apology and how that was structured, you allow the person the space to be able to express whatever is there for them about what the circumstance was. And the thing is that you also have to allow yourself to express it, either to them, which may or may not be appropriate, or for yourself. You can use an accountability partner, which is someone who believes in you, and they can't see the negative in you. They just don't. So you use them in a sense where they're your sounding board. You tell them the circumstance, you tell them what you're being responsible for, how you handled it, and then you also tell them what you feel about it, and you work it out with them. And hopefully they'll have something great to say, like be a cheerleader, for example, on how you handled it. If they're starting to agree with the other person, that's not your accountability partner. You don't want this bandwagon of hate coming towards you. And you can agree with either maybe your action was wrong or what you had said was wrong, but how you dealt with it after, that's what makes the difference, is how you've dealt with it after. And to hold on to guilt and sit inside of anger, you can't allow the other person to say what it is they're going to say or what they need to say to be complete with the idea of what happened with the circumstance. So if you don't have an accountability partner that you can trust to cheer you up, talk to you better in a cheerleading mode, write it out. Write out everything, the circumstance, whether your thoughts have anything to do with the circumstance or not, that doesn't matter. Whatever thoughts come up, like I said, for me, it was a bunch of self-doubt. So you want to write all of it out, every last word. Give yourself a good half an hour. And put a timer on for the half an hour, because you don't want to keep going. When I noticed after like 15, 20 minutes for me, I start repeating myself. That's when you know to stop, because you've already said it. Now you have a choice. Either you take it and you live with it in a sense of suppressing it inside of your body, causing sicknesses and pains, and maybe down the road, well, you're creating dis-ease. So down the road, you could be creating diseases. So, or say it all, feel it. Just let yourself resonate with the guilt for a few minutes. Notice that it feels icky, gross, unnecessary. Understand that this is a choice for you. and then let it all go. Be done with it. Let it all go. You can go ahead and share in the comments in our Breakthrough and Thrive Facebook group. I will be posting that link inside of this description. Thank you so much for your time and your commitment to your healing and your understanding with how funny my voice sounds right now. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.